I don't think we'd have the business today that we've got if we didn't have social media. You know, people thought the insurance industry would all go online. We've still got insurance brokers. People thought travel agents would all go online. We've still got travel agents. I think we've got to stop using the term high street and online, haven't we? Because I think that's the thing. It's just, are you a proper estate agent? Are you incentivised to sell houses? Or are you incentivised to sell advertising space?
And how are you finding the market right now with all the things going on with Brexit uncertainty and possible recessions and tenant fee ban? And,
all the noise.
Yeah, all the noise. Yeah. How are you finding it?
Yeah, we're finding it okay, to be fair. I mean, we're busy, lettings-wise we're very busy all the time. There's plenty of tenant demand. I think we're still selling properties here. There's certainly still transaction levels going on. And I think people have got a bit bored of the whole Brexit thing. So I think we saw a real stall back in April when it was initially that was going to be the deadline for Brexit. But when they extended it to October, I think everybody thought, well, I can't put my life on hold for much longer.
And the tenant fee ban, is that something you've overcome quite smoothly? Has it been an easy transition for you?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did quite a lot of work in the run up to the ban, so I think we were quite well positioned and well prepared for it. So we put some of our management fees up by 1%, which we didn't have any complaints from our clients. We just explained to them the reasons why. And to be fair, we hadn't put our fees up ever since we started the business, so it wasn't a huge shock to clients.
Walking through Chelmsford, it's obviously a very competitive city.
Yeah.
Lots of agents. You've got the likes of Belvoir, Martin & Co. Just walking down to your office, you've got Countrywide here with Best OEs and all the rest of it. So how do you differentiate yourself and stay alive with so much competition and such a variety of different franchises and corporates as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's if you look on Rightmove, there's 70 agents listed for Chelmsford. Because we're independent, we can do what we want as long as it's legal and ethical. There is no computer says no here, so I think that's one thing that means we're a bit more mobile than some of the corporate agents for sure. We heavily network, so me and Matt, my brother and my business partner, we're heavily into the business community here. And we run some networking groups and we attend some breakfast networking and that sort of thing. So we get a lot of referrals out of that, and our business is heavily referral based.
And in terms of your sales division, so you sell properties as well, obviously. Have you noticed that your fees are under pressure still from the likes of Purple Bricks and the 70 other agents you've got that you're competing with? Or have you, because some fee member agents have seen their fees start to increase where the market's got a bit tighter actually and it's got a bit more difficult. What have you seen on the sales side?
The general fee range is normally around 1% in Chelmsford, which is is a fair fee. It's not cheap, it's not expensive, but there's definitely there's always a downward pressure on it. Although I think the Purple Bricks, people are starting to see that for what it is now, as in an ineffective model of selling houses, because actually, as we all know, their business model is to list houses, not to sell them. And I think that's starting to get through to the public now, because I'm having more conversations with people who are seeing bad reviews for them, or who are realising that actually I'm not, it sounds great, I'll pay 900 quid and get my house on the market, but that actually wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to move house.
What would you say is the biggest challenge you face to grow the business?
I would say gaining our sales market share, really. So I think we've had conversations before. The reason we've kind of naturally grown our lettings business, and we bought another portfolio about 18 months ago. So that's why we basically doubled the size of our lettings business in one go, and that's why that's kind of outgrown the sales business. And that's taken a lot of our effort to kind of keep that going. And obviously cash flow wise, lettings is great and sales isn't so great cash flow wise. Yeah. So I think cash flow, managing the cash flow of the business is a tough thing on that side of things. But gaining market share and really keeping fee levels at a sensible level is probably the biggest challenges we're facing at the minute.
The competition around you, have you noticed that landscape changing at all in the last 18 months? Have you seen more agents coming in or less that's all disappearing?
Yeah, so funny enough, I'd say that in the last sort of 18 months, 2 years, there's been only one new agent open up, which was a Century 21 franchise, and that lasted here less than 6 months, I think. I think we may see more and more of the smaller or independent letting agents possibly looking to sell.
And social media is quite a hot topic at the moment, so you're quite active on social media. When did the sort of penny drop for you that you had to do it, and do you see a return on that? Is there any way of knowing that it's actually working for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, social media has been a massive part of our business since we started, so we kind of, the penny dropped for that, I guess, as soon as we started the business. Right. And I don't think we'd have the business today that we've got if we didn't have social media, because there's no way to reach that many people at that low cost anywhere else. So it's been massive for us. Not so much necessarily on like the paid ads and the targeted ads and things like that, but I think if you concentrate on social media as almost like an online network, and that's the way to look at it, because I think that's where some people's use of it might go wrong. You can spend a lot of time on Facebook, for instance, just scrolling, but if you start spending time in community groups and actually engaging with those community groups and providing advice and looking for opportunities, because there's always people on there looking for recommendations. And that's one reason we heavily invest in going to like business networking events, because if you go on to some of the community groups that people ask for an estate agent in Chelmsford, you will see Charles David Casson like outperform anybody else for recommendations. So we're on all three at the minute. So we've always been on Rightmove and Zoopla, and we're on the market as well on like a trial basis.
Okay, and what's your thoughts on Rightmove and Zoopla?
I mean, nobody likes the cost, do they? But ultimately they are the drivers of our inquiries. So, you know, I think we need to learn to probably work with them. I don't see there's it's necessary to necessarily fight against them. Agencies
Changing a lot in terms of the different kind of models that are available to, I guess, entrepreneurs that want to leap out of being employed by their local estate agency and want to do it themselves, but don't see particular need to have the high street location. There's the hub and spoke models, there's the Keller Williams type models, you've got your own version of this. Yeah. What's your thoughts on it? Is it something that's more challenging than you originally thought, and does it need more time to get going? Yeah,
I think we've spoken about this before. I'm a fan of those models. I think they're good. I think they're a good model. But yes, definitely from our kind of trial of it, it's definitely been challenging. The model works, but it's finding the right person for it that's the tough bit. Because the way I see it is, you've got two types of people in agency. You've got, like I said before, the ones they just want the security, they want their wage, they just want to get paid, and then you've got people who want to have their own business but they don't want to give anything away, so they just want to open up their own branch and they'll just invest in that. So it's finding the people that kind of sit in the middle, and so what we're finding is that they don't necessarily, those type of people, entrepreneurial people who see the value in having some support but also want to earn more money, don't necessarily come from within this industry already. Yeah, we wanted to be part of like a network and a sort of a bit of a bigger group. To be honest, the content stuff that you get as part of your FIA membership was definitely an attraction for me, because we like putting out content, but we haven't always got the time to create it, so the fact that it's created for us and we just have to post it is great. And we've already started seeing the kind of traction in moving up the Google rankings because of that. I know I've got to sort my FIFO account out, but again, having spoken to you today, I see the value in that. So I think that, yeah, the content, the FIFO and the valuation tool, the fact that we can lose the one we've got and save money on that as part of our membership, then it was a bit of a no-brainer for us, really. I mean, having the mystery shop is great, and we can tell our customers as well that, look, you know, we're actually testing ourselves we get this third party independent organisation to mystery shop us because we're so confident in our service. So yeah, that's good.